This is TWiT.
I am so excited to introduce Apple TV 4K.
This is where all those leaks really hurt, because, yeah, that would be a big announcement.
Well, we kind of knew it was coming. I mean, we knew that was the upgrade.
We definitely knew.
But we knew
knew
4K. But 6 months ago, we knew that 4K was going to go.
Yeah.
And to tell you all about them,
I mean, that was
I'd
the
like
update that had to come.
Eddie to the stage. Eddie?
Eddie Q.
Notice that there's color in the 4K. My guess is that's HDR.
Yeah, the rumors were HDR settings. Interesting to see which HDR standards they support.
I know all of them.
First
Maybe.
is 4K. Let me show you. This is an image in 4K. It's got incredible detail.
Really, HDR
because
is the
4K
big
has
improvement,
4 times
frankly.
the number of pixels as HD.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're sitting close to the TV, 4K can make a difference. But if you're
depends on how big the
feet
TV
away,
is. Yeah.
Important, and it's called high dynamic range.
There you go. I
Or
agree.
HDR.
That's the big
While
change.
4K is about the number of pixels, HDR is about better pixels. Let me show you. Here's that same 4K
Well, they're not
image,
better. They're just
and here it is in
like them when they're
HDR.
these are better pixels. It does
Look
make
at
a
the
big
color,
difference, and
the
almost everybody will
details.
notice it.
Apple TV can do this because it supports the industry standard
exaggerated.
HDR10 as well as Dolby Vision, the best HDR
Okay,
experience.
2 of the 4. That's
Now,
good, though.
Apple TV 4K with HDR,
HDR10 and Dolby
delivers the
Vision.
highest
great.
picture quality ever.
Those are the big 2.
And to show you, we've installed a state-of-the-art Dolby 4K HDR cinema projector in the theater. So let's dim the lights and let me show you the new
man,
Apple
how
TV.
nice. That's great. There's one of the reasons why you want to have a theater that you built yourself.
Now, we remastered our screensavers. Our customers love
That one's
these.
always
Take
looks fake
full
to me. That's
advantage of
Dubai.
4K HDR.
That's the one I was talking about, Megan,
Yep.
where I really thought that was CGI.
Here we are in Dubai, and even at night, you can see incredible details in the buildings and the cars on the road.
Maybe that's because it wasn't 4K. Looked
Now, here's
fake.
a city shot that really shows off the crispness and sharpness
These are the
that's possible.
screensavers.
with
And I'm
new
sure it
Apple
looks
TV.
amazing. We did a projection actually outside, but it with 4K with Barco 4Ks.
Now, we've redone the
these
whole
look like
Apple
$50,000
TV UI in 4K.
They were 100, yeah.
100,000.
The text is sharper. The
Yeah, I'm sure
images are
Apple's is
brighter
even
and more
more.
vibrant.
Yeah, the Dolby one is really
Let's
expensive.
take a look at a 4K HDR clip. This is from the new Spider-Man movie coming to iTunes later this month.
Same interface, alas.
Now, it's hard for us to know what's going on when we're watching the stream. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
that looks great.
looks 720p to me.
And it's important to note that Netflix, Amazon, all of those companies have been
Voodoo.
shooting 4K for 5 years.
Yeah.
They've been requiring it, so
Right.
it's not. So everything is going to be easily upgraded to 4K.
Yeah. I watch 4K Netflix and Amazon and Voodoo streams all the time. They look good.
Whoa,
On my
you're
Roku.
the Avengers.
Right.
What are you guys doing here?
A lot of times the problem is they look a little overcompressed. I notice a lot of the macro blocking.
Well, that's the
they're
problem
trying
when you're
to-
streaming it. It has a lot of macro blocking all the
More
time.
handsome in person. Whoa, Iron Man. Hey, what are you doing robbing a bank?
Even cable and satellite, you're going to see a lot of compression.
Right.
I see a remarkable amount of compression on my direct Comcast views of 4K. It's just the macro block is terrible.
Yeah, because they're trying to fit 4 times the number of pixels into 50% more bandwidth. It's not going to.
By the way, you got to wonder why they're robbing an ATM if they have that machine that lifts it like that. That's probably worth more than.
That was great, and that was all playing on the new Apple TV 4K.
We're interested to see if they talk about
Now, at
HEVC.
the heart of the Apple TV, we've got the
has to
powerful
support
810
Has to do it,
execution
yeah.
chip.
Well, it doesn't
This is
have
the
to.
same
It'd
chip that's
be a
in
real
our
bummer if
iPad
it didn't.
Pro. And the new
the
Apple TV
810X.
isn't just slightly faster, it's remarkably faster. CPU performance is more than twice as fast as the current Apple TV, and graphics are more than 4 times faster.
I'll vouch for that. The
And
new
of course,
10.5
it runs the
iPad
latest
is
version of
really
tvOS,
snappy.
the best operating system for the living room. Now, to experience 4K with HDR, you also need great
Presumably,
content.
though, they'll have an A11
We've
in
been
the new
working with the
iPhone.
large Hollywood studios to bring all of their 4K and HDR movie titles to iTunes. So now you'll have the biggest releases in the best picture quality, all on iTunes, all available for the same price as HD.
Well, that's what they were fighting for, right?
Yeah.
That lower price.
That's very good news.
The rumors were
Bought one
$19.99,
of
so this is even
those
better.
movies in
It's
HD from iTunes,
very expensive
we're
on
gonna
the other
automatically
services.
upgrade them to 4K HDR at no additional charge.
Nice. This Apple obviously
By the
won
way-
a battle with the movie companies here.
And that's a big
Now, in
thing for people
addition
like
to
me that buy a lot of
iTunes,
stuff
we're
on,
right.
on Apple TV is that now I automatically all, my hundreds of movies are all going to be
to Apple
4K.
TV. And later this year, Amazon Prime Video with all of their 4K HDR titles and originals as well. Now, last year, we introduced the Apple TV app, an easy way to watch your favorite movies and TV shows in a single place. It's been available in the US, and today I'm happy to announce that we're bringing it to 7 additional countries.
Let me just tell you,
Canada
you guys are
and
so
Australia
lucky.
later this month, and the rest by the end of the year.
It's the app I turn off almost immediately.
Now,
isn't
for
that
each
great.
country, it's really important that we have the content that those customers
it's
know
not
and
doing
love.
what it was
And
intended
that's
to
why
do,
we're
which
adding
is, of
all
course,
of these local services
What
to
they'd
Apple
really
TV.
like, of course, is to put real TV
Now,
in
later
there.
this
That
year,
was the
Apple
intent, I
TV
think.
will do even
Working
more
on it.
Yeah.
because we're bringing live sports, so you'll
there
never
you go.
miss a game. If you're a huge sports fan like I
How
am,
much live
you're
sp-
really going to love this feature.
Like
games.
all the live
Your
sports?
favorite team is playing on ESPN, it'll automatically appear right first in the up next list.
ESPN, of course, owned
You'll
by
even
Disney,
get
so this was the
notifications
easy
when a
get.
game's about to
Right.
start or if there's a close game so you can start watching instantly.
My question is, do you have to register
And
the
if you
way you have to
scroll
do
up,
every other
you'll see
stupid...
even more games. And in addition, we're bringing live news to the TV app. Now, let's take a look at those games. As you can see, we show
Who's
you the
live
score
news?
and the time remaining to help you decide which game to watch.
If you get live local, it doesn't sound like live
And
locals.
if you're
Well,
one
that's
of these
that's very
people that
complicated.
doesn't
I know.
like to
In
know the score,
blackouts.
you can turn the feature
But
off.
Possible.
PlayStation's doing it.
Now,
YouTube's
we
doing
also
it.
have a dedicated
In
sports
some
tab
markets.
where you can
Sling.
see every live and upcoming game. And as the seasons change,
As we know,
so will
Eddie's
the
quite a
sports tab.
Warriors fan and
All
really
the
doesn't like
shows
those Cavaliers. So
best for you.
that's
As
important.
Sports in the TV app is a real game changer for sports fans. And of course, the new TV app is available on your iPhone and iPad as well. Now, if you own an iPad or iPhone, there's no better choice than Apple TV. You can now share your photos on the big screen, including live photo effects, 4K video memories. You can play from the over 40 million songs in Apple Music, including the music that your friends are listening to. And because Apple TV is always home, you get anywhere, anytime access to all of your HomeKit accessories. And of course,
That's
you
interesting.
got access
Finally
to choose
adding
from
that
the
hub
thousands of
feature
games
we
and apps on
expected
the App Store.
years ago.
And with the A10X Fusion chip, there's so much more that Apple TV can do. And to see what's possible, we'd love to show you a new game from that game company. They're known for making artistic and critically acclaimed games. As a matter of fact, their first game, called Flower, was chosen as the first video game ever to be in the permanent collection in the Smithsonian, which is very, very cool. So with that, I would love to welcome their CEO, Genova Chen.
So Apple TV 4K is a reality. It supports HDR10 and Dolby Vision, two of the big HDR standards.
It's gonna sell a lot of copies.
No
They're gonna-
price availability yet, but rumors were
Many of us play
$200.
games alone.
I mean, I think the market has been so pregnant for this for so long. I think we're going to see a lot of people
that's
ready to
exactly
upgrade
what
for it if
we're
they're already
going
in
to
that.
do
And
with
again,
our video
it's an
game,
ecosystem,
Right.
Because you already have all
Together
those
with me,
movies and
my
other
I
things you've
love
already
it that
bought.
they're upgrading in my
And
existing
why don't
movies.
we
That's
Fantastic.
That's fantastic for free, and they're not going to
Sky
charge
is a
extra for the
romantic
HDR,
social adventure
UHD
game.
versions of
Right.
movies,
You fly above
which
the clouds,
Hollywood did not want to do and
explore
doesn't do on
the
any other
wonders
service.
of a
It's very
mysterious
expensive. If you buy on Vudu, buying the
The game is designed to
HDR,
be
UHD
adaptable
version is
to the
much
most
more
casual
expensive.
players. The control is simple and intuitive. Everything can be done with
I'm
one
surprised they're
finger
still
on the
pushing this
serial
idea of
remote.
gaming on an Apple TV. I guess
Oh, hey, that's
this
Mike's
an
friend
important
Jeff,
part of
and he's asking us to
its
follow
feature
him.
set.
I don't know any real gamers that use the Apple TV regularly. We do at home.
Do you
but
use it
yeah,
as a gaming
Yeah, for
platform
games
with the
like
kids?
this, like fun
It's
puzzle
kind
games.
of Nintendo Wii-ish.
Yeah, but we don't have any other gaming
Minecraft.
console. Yeah, Minecraft.
Yeah, but you have to buy a controller because I see him playing this with a remote, but it's not.
Yeah.
The controllers are cheap.
Yeah, the Nimbus.
Where did his
you know.
sound go? Is it gone?
We really take advantage of the powerful new hardware. With Metal 2 and Apple TV's A10X Fusion chip, we are able to run the game smoothly even with these detailed clouds, intelligent creatures, and up to 8 players from anywhere around the world. And let's see if we can draft off one of these
It's clear
creatures.
Apple's done very well on iOS with gaming. It's become probably the biggest gaming platform of all. So it makes sense they might try to push this into tvOS.
We've definitely bought a bunch of games on our Apple TV. It's it's not something we play all the time, but it's not.
Everything, so we're gonna skip
Except for
forward
Minecraft.
to the dark tempo ahead. Light and dark are important themes of the game. In Sky, you play as the children of light, and your goal is to bring that light to where it is needed the most.
So Apple's playing catch up with its Apple TV, but because it's Apple and it's such a big platform,
With the light,
it's
Mike was able
it's
to
the
free all
ecosystem that really
butterflies, and
continues to
together
tie
you
all
move
this stuff
on to
together.
The next part of the adventure. With a live orchestral soundtrack,
That's the hard part that
and
everybody else
cinematic
has, is just
experiences.
fragmentation.
You can expect to be immersed in an ever-expanding world.
yeah, there's some really great
So,
boxes. The NVIDIA
Join
Shield for
hands
Android
with your
TV,
loved ones.
the Roku,
Play Sky
even
exclusively
Amazon's
on
Fire
Apple
TV. There's some
TV,
really great choices out
iPad,
there,
and iPhone.
but it's very fragmented.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Geneva. We can't wait for you to get your hands on Sky. We're so excited about the new Apple TV 4K.
And it's important.
It's got powerful
I think it's important for the
hardware,
Hollywood to start
delivers
playing with some of
stunning
these
4K
technological
HDR
tech
video.
companies, because the
Live
tech companies are working
sports
around
along
them
with
because they're
live
not.
news,
I think at some
TV
point they're
shows,
realizing that
and,
Apple's going to spend. They
movies.
just bought a big
All in
studio.
the
They're
TV app.
this is going to get.
And the perfect
They'll get left
screen
out.
companion for your iPhone or iPad. The new Apple TV 4K starts at $179. It joins the existing one.
Ah, good
You can
price.
order it starting on September 15th.
September
and it ships
22nd.
just a week
Yeah.
later.
So we're
That
seeing a
is the new
consistency in
Apple
the
TV
timing of
4K.
all of this, and I
Thank you,
suspect
and
it's
I'd
going
like
to
to
be true of
turn
the
it back to
iPhone as
Tim.
well. 15th for the order, week later for delivery.